The president told me about this ancient Incan city, still much the same today as it was 500 years ago. Now we're on the side street in the village. What's significant about this?
Well, if you want to look at here, this is the original aqueduct.
And the water's still flowing very fast.
The water is still flowing very well. This is an original Inca cornerstone. No concrete between the stones.
No concrete at all?
That's at all. They all fit each angle.
This is a living Inca city after hundreds of years. The Spanish came, but never were able to move the strength of these rocks.
That's the
It's very symbolic of the culture.
That's Peruvian society.
The Incas were masters at harnessing nature. But that river I was about to run still looked pretty unharnessed. All right, so now I'm getting ready to go rafting, right? Yes. Tell me a little bit about the river while I'm getting dressed.
Well, Peter, this is called Vilcanota River. It was the sacred river of the Incas. The Incas used to come over here to swim, to do some rituals, and they navigated the whole river.
So we're going to see some real rapids here today.
You're going to have a beautiful time. We are going to have a beautiful time. Well, I want to make sure that you are safe enough.
All right, so now we're going to get in the boat. We're going to get in the boat. Got my paddle. We're ready to go.
Are you ready to?
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Where are you going? Aren't you coming in?
No. You're my guest.
Where aren't you going?
Remember, Peter, I am the president. Have a good trip.
That's it?
Enjoy yourself.
Wait a minute. Why are you
Have a
rapping?
good time. No, I'll be waiting for you.
Tell me about all these rapids.
Beautiful. You enjoy it.
Where are you rapping?
Slow forward.
My guide for this trip was Manolo. Manolo had been rafting these waters for over 20 years.
You can see, Peter, some remains of Inca walls because the Incas domesticate this river, make it straight. If you make straight a river which is like a snake, then you get less floods and more land for farming.
They made sure that it would flow up.
Yes, yes, they did.
Hi, Peter. Hi, Peter.
So far so good, but I'm worried about what's coming up over there. It was at this point that Manolo gave me his favorite words of wisdom.
Paddle for your life.
Stop it.
Okay.
I was just starting to think that, hey, maybe this was going to be a nice and easy scenic boat ride. But Manolo knew what I didn't. Oh, now we're moving. Now we're moving.
Splash is coming to you.
Yep, here we go. We're getting
La,
it.
la, la.
Hey, guys. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Forward. Come on, work.
Oh! We're not going forwards. We're going backwards.
Dig in. Hard forward. Forward. Punch. Forward.
All right.
On your left.
What was that?
Forward. Paddle on your left.
What's this paddle from our life stuff?
Forward.
Whoa!
Oh, my friend. Welcome.
As you can see, I'm a little wet.
Oh, that's good. That's part of the fun. How was it?
Help me out here. Oh,
Was it?
Ah! It was wild,
Yeah?
and it was wet. All right. Let's go eat. All right, I'm with you.
All right.
All right.
Let's go. A little bit wet, huh? Just a little. While you were drafting, our hosts have been busy preparing our meal. They cook in a traditional Indian method called pachamanca. First, they heat a stack of stones around the fire. Then, they bury the food in the hot rocks. cover it with dirt and let it cook for several hours.
Very cool. Let's eat. This is really good. It's bueno.
This is called pisco. It's a typical Peruvian liquor that's made out of grapes. Well, cheers. You good visit. Para que no le dé el viento. A little bit to
That's to Mother Earth.
the Mother Earth. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Here we go. Now, cheers. L'chaim.
What's next?
I have some good news and some bad news for you.
Okay, what's the good news?
Next place I'm going to take you is one of the most magical spots in Peru, the Inca ruins of Machu Picchu.
That sounds great. So, what's the bad news?
It's on the top of a mountain, and you and I are going up on foot.
So we're walking the exact path the Incas walked 500 years ago.
You are walking in the Inca Trail.
And I'm feeling it too. This is quite a hike.
It is. It is 2,500 meters above sea level.
I am feeling every one of
But
them.
the Incas used to run through here. Run.
Yeah, that's why they're not with us anymore.
That's right. Are you ready for something extraordinary?
I am.
Let me show you. This is Machu Picchu.
This is an extraordinary place. Thousands of people come every year to see. This is magic.
I mean, I hate to say it, but it does take your breath away.
I know, I am not very objective. I have traveled the world, but this is extraordinary, mystical, the source of strength and force.
And how many times have you come up here?
25 times, but there has not been once that I haven't discovered something new.
What's truly incredible, Mr. President, is how little we still know of this civilization.
That is true.
Machu Picchu is so remote that even the Spanish conquerors never knew it existed. We don't know for certain why the city was built here, but all these mountains surrounding it were considered sacred.
So we're at the center of a very sacred area.
Exactly. This place must have been used for great religious ceremonies. It was abandoned, but no one knows why.
Let me show you something.
All right, let's go.
This, my friend, he's a curandero, a living evidence of a people who, despite the years, have not lost the tradition and the custom.
Excelente, papá. Marquísimo, papá.
¿Cómo estás?
Bueno, papá. Este papá. Me toca hacer papá.
Tell me what he's doing.
This is a shaman.
Mira, tatuado, papá. Papá.
These are sacred coca leaves. He's offering the leaves' energy to the mountain gods so they will increase the fertility of the livestock and crops.
Tenemos que ir.
I like the going down part. The going down part.
I enjoy this really each time that I come, as I told you. I found something new and inspiring. And whenever I have trouble,
Yeah?
I come over here to take force.
Really?
To recharge.
Are we in trouble today, or are we just having fun?
We're having fun.
Okay.
Let me show you what for me is the most special place in all of Machu Picchu.
Does it involve more walking?
Just a little. There is an Inca calendar that I want to show you. This calendar is an early astronomical device called Intihuatana stone. The stones were sacred to the Incas, and the Spanish searched out and destroyed almost all of them. But this is one of the last ones left.
We keep going, we're going to see Intihuatana upstairs. This is the Inca calendar. It's a source of energy, of power, of strength. You and I were going to touch it.
Let's do it. Laying hands on this sacred stone, it was hard not to feel the mystical aura of this